Welcome to Stairway to English. Today, we'll explore how being consistent can help you achieve big results in your life. Listen carefully, read along, and practice your English while learning something powerful about discipline and patience. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Tell us how you stay consistent in your daily life. Let's start your English practice and your journey toward great results. Episode 1: The Hidden Power of Consistency. Consistency. It sounds like a simple word, but it carries the secret to success in almost everything. Being consistent means doing small things every day, even when you don't feel like it. It means choosing discipline over comfort and action over excuses. It means continuing when most people stop. Think about learning English. You don't become fluent overnight. You improve slowly, word by word, sentence by sentence, day by day. Each small step might feel invisible, but together they build a strong foundation. That is the power of consistency. Many people fail not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they stop too soon. They start with excitement, but when progress feels slow, they quit. Success doesn't come from one big effort. It comes from many small, repeated actions over time. Imagine you want to get stronger. You can't go to the gym once and expect results. But if you go 3 times a week for a year, your body will transform. The same rule applies to your mind, your habits, and your life goals. Consistency is like planting seeds. You don't see growth right away. You water the soil, give it light, and trust the process. Slowly, a small green sprout appears. Then it grows taller. One day, it becomes a strong tree. Every great success story begins this way, with small, steady steps. Sometimes you might feel tired. You might think your work doesn't matter. But that's when you must keep going. When you act with consistency, you build momentum. You teach your brain that effort brings results. Even if the progress feels invisible today, it is happening inside you. Think of great athletes, writers, or scientists. None of them succeeded in one day. They practiced again and again. They failed many times, but they didn't stop. They trusted that daily effort would bring them closer to their dream. If you want to change your life, don't wait for motivation. Motivation comes and goes. What you need is discipline and consistency. Motivation helps you start. Consistency helps you finish. When you are consistent, life becomes easier. You no longer depend on feelings. You follow a system, a pattern, a rhythm. You build habits that carry you forward. Slowly, the hard work becomes natural, and the results start to appear. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means showing up, even when you're not perfect. It's better to do something small every day than something big once in a while. So start today. Choose one small action and repeat it daily. It can be reading for 10 minutes, writing a paragraph, or going for a walk. Each small effort is a brick in the wall of your success. Over time, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. You'll see that big results don't come from big moments. They come from the little things you did every single day. Consistency is not exciting, but it's powerful. It's quiet, but it changes everything. Keep moving forward. Keep building. Keep believing. Your effort will pay off. Because in the end, consistency turns dreams into reality. Episode 2: Small Steps, Big Changes. When people see someone successful, they often say, "Wow, that person is lucky." But luck is not the main reason behind success. Most of the time, success is the result of small, smart steps taken consistently. Great change doesn't happen all at once. It grows quietly from daily effort. Imagine a mountain climber. He doesn't jump to the top in one move. He takes one careful step after another. Sometimes he slips, sometimes he gets tired, but he doesn't give up. After many steps, he reaches the top and looks down at how far he's come. That's how life works. Big results are built from small, steady actions. If you want to change your body, your habits, or your future, start small. Walk for 10 minutes every day. Read one page. Learn one new word. These may look too simple, but when done regularly, they build power. Over time, these small steps will become part of who you are. Let's take an example. Imagine Emma, a young woman who wanted to improve her English. She used to study hard for a few days, then stop when she felt tired. Months passed, and she didn't improve much. One day, she decided to study just 15 minutes every morning. She made it her daily rule. After a few months, she was speaking more fluently and understanding more easily. Why did this work? Because she stayed consistent. The human brain learns better with regular repetition. Even small efforts, if repeated daily, create strong connections in your mind. It's like exercising your brain. It gets stronger each time you practice. Sometimes people think big goals need big actions, but that belief often leads to frustration. If you try to do too much at once, you may burn out. The secret is to make progress so small that it's easy to keep going. Consistency makes small steps powerful. Think about brushing your teeth. It's a small action, but you do it every day. That's why your teeth stay healthy. If you skip it for weeks, the damage begins. The same is true for habits like studying, saving money, or improving your skills. The little things matter most when they're repeated. Another good example is saving money. If you save only $1 a day, it doesn't seem like much. But in 1 year, that's $365. In 10 years, that's thousands. The same rule applies to learning, health, and personal growth. Every small action adds up, even when you don't notice it right away. You may not see progress after one day, or even 1 week. That's normal. Real growth takes time. Flowers don't bloom in a single night. You must water them every day, even when nothing seems to happen. Then one morning, you wake up and see the first signs of beauty. The truth is, small steps are easier to control. When you take big, difficult steps, you depend on motivation. But when you take small steps, you depend on habit. And habit is stronger than motivation. So, if you want to be fit, don't start with 2 hours of exercise. Start with 10 minutes. If you want to write a book, start with one paragraph. If you want to build confidence, start by speaking one positive sentence to yourself every morning. Remember, it's not about being fast. It's about not stopping. Every time you take a small step forward, you're training your mind to stay committed. Over time, those small steps become a journey of transformation. When you look back, you'll see that every little action mattered. The big change was never one big moment. It was the result of hundreds of small, invisible victories. So today, choose one small thing that brings you closer to your dream. Do it again tomorrow and the next day. That's how big results are born, from tiny, repeated steps that never stop. Keep going, one small step at a time. Episode 3: The Power of Daily Discipline. Many people dream of success, but few are willing to practice daily discipline. They want results quickly, but real progress is slow and requires patience. Discipline is what separates those who wish from those who achieve. It is the bridge between goals and results. Think about an artist who wants to become great. He cannot paint a masterpiece in one day. He must practice every day, mixing colors, trying new techniques, and learning from mistakes. Each day of discipline builds skill and confidence. Without that daily effort, his dream remains only a dream. Discipline is not just about working hard, it's about working every day, even when you don't feel like it. Some days you will be tired. Some days you will not see any progress. But those are the most important days. That's when your discipline is truly tested. Imagine you're learning English. You study for 15 minutes every day, even when you're busy or tired. After 1 month, you may not notice a huge difference, but after 6 months, you'll realize that your listening and speaking have improved. That's the magic of discipline. It grows quietly, like a seed under the ground. Let's look at another example. Michael wants to get in shape. He starts running for 20 minutes each morning. At first, he feels pain in his legs and wants to quit. But he tells himself, I will just do it today. He keeps that promise day after day. 3 months later, running becomes part of his identity. He no longer needs to push himself. It feels natural. That's what discipline does. It turns effort into habit. You might think discipline sounds hard, but it's actually freedom. When you're disciplined, you control your life instead of letting your feelings control you. Without discipline, you live in a cycle of starting and quitting. With discipline, you move forward no matter how you feel. People often wait for motivation to start something, but motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like the wind. Discipline, on the other hand, stays with you. It doesn't depend on your mood. It depends on your choice. You decide to do something, and you do it. Here's the secret. Discipline grows stronger when you keep your promises to yourself. Each time you follow your plan, you build trust with yourself. That trust gives you power. You start believing that you can do anything if you stay consistent. Let's say you want to read more books. You decide to read 10 pages every night before sleeping. At first, it feels small, maybe even boring. But after a few weeks, you finished a whole book. After a few months, maybe 10 books. That's progress born from discipline. Another great thing about discipline is that it spreads. When you become disciplined in one area of life, it affects others too. If you're disciplined with your health, you'll also become more organized at work. If you're disciplined with your studies, you'll gain more confidence in other activities. Think of discipline as a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you wake up early, exercise, study, or stay focused instead of wasting time, you're training that muscle. Soon, what was once difficult becomes normal. Of course, there will be times when you fail. You'll skip a day, make a mistake, or feel lazy. But don't give up. One bad day doesn't erase your effort. What matters is getting back up the next day. True discipline is not about being perfect. It's about never quitting. The most successful people in the world, athletes, artists, leaders, all have one thing in common. They are disciplined. They don't let excuses stop them. They do what they said they would do, even when it's hard. That's how they grow stronger and move ahead of everyone else. So ask yourself today, what small thing can I do every day to build my discipline? It could be waking up earlier, studying for 15 minutes, or doing a quick workout. Start with one habit and protect it. Over time, this simple practice will change your life. Discipline may not be exciting at first, but it's the foundation of every great success. Remember, consistency is not about speed, it's about direction. Each day of discipline moves you one step closer to your dream. Keep going. Your daily actions are building a future that your future self will thank you for. Episode 4: Overcoming the Hard Days. Everyone loves the idea of success, but no one enjoys the hard days that come with it. These are the days when you feel tired, lost, or unmotivated. The truth is, every journey toward success has difficult moments. The difference between people who reach their goals and those who give up is how they handle those moments. When life gets hard, most people look for comfort. They stop trying because it feels easier to rest or distract themselves. But comfort doesn't lead to growth. Challenges do. If you learn to face your hard days with courage, you will become much stronger than before. Let's imagine a young woman named Emma. She wants to become a professional pianist. At first, she loves playing music. But after a few months, she feels bored practicing the same songs every day. Her fingers hurt. She starts to doubt herself. Maybe I'm not talented enough, she thinks. But Emma remembers why she started: to share music with the world. She decides to keep practicing, even when she doesn't feel inspired. Months later, she performs beautifully at a concert. Her success came because she didn't quit during her hard days. It's easy to work when things are going well. It's hard to keep going when you're tired, frustrated, or disappointed. But that's when true progress happens. Each time you continue through the struggle, you become mentally stronger. Your future self will thank you for not giving up. Think about the times you tried to learn something new, maybe English. At the beginning, it feels exciting. You learn new words and phrases, but after a while, it feels slow and repetitive. You forget words, you make mistakes, and you feel embarrassed. Many learners stop there, but those who keep going, who study even when it's boring or difficult, are the ones who finally speak confidently. One secret to overcoming hard days is remembering your why. Why did you start? What is your goal? When you feel like quitting, go back to your reason. Your why will give you the power to continue. Another secret is to focus on small progress instead of perfection. Don't worry about being perfect today. Just take one small step. When you can't run, walk. When you can't walk, crawl. What matters is that you move forward, even a little bit. Hard days also test your patience. Many people expect quick results, but lasting success takes time. Plants don't grow in a day, and neither do your dreams. You need to give them water, sunlight, and care every single day. Sometimes you won't see growth right away, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Let's take another example. John wants to start his own business. In the beginning, he is excited. He works day and night. But after a few months, his sales are low, and he feels discouraged. He thinks about quitting. But then he realizes that every successful person faced the same struggle. So he continues to learn, improve, and stay consistent. A year later, his business begins to grow. The hard days became the reason he succeeded. When you face difficulties, it's okay to feel tired. It's okay to rest for a short while. But don't stop completely. Rest, then rise again. Every storm eventually passes. If you keep walking through it, you'll see the sunshine again. One helpful trick is to focus on your routine, not your emotions. Your emotions change every day, but your routine keeps you grounded. For example, if you plan to study English every morning, do it even if you don't feel like it. You can study for a shorter time, but still do it. Keeping your promise to yourself builds strength and trust. Another thing to remember is that failure is not the end. It's part of learning. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Failure only becomes real when you stop trying. If you keep learning from your mistakes, they will guide you to success. The people you spend time with also matter. Surround yourself with positive and disciplined people. Their energy will lift you when you feel low. Avoid those who always complain or tell you to quit. They will make your journey harder. Sometimes the hardest days come right before success. Life often tests your patience before giving you a reward. When you feel like giving up, remind yourself, this could be the turning point. Keep going a little longer. At the end of every difficult season, you'll realize that the pain had a purpose. It shaped your character. It made you wiser, stronger, and more prepared for your future. Without the struggle, the victory would mean nothing. So, the next time you face a hard day, don't see it as a problem. See it as training. You're becoming tougher, smarter, and more focused. Remember, diamonds are made under pressure, not in comfort. Keep pushing even when it's hard, because someday you'll look back and realize those difficult days were the ones that built you. Episode 5. Keep going no matter how small the steps. Consistency is not about being perfect every day. It is about showing up, even when you do not feel like it. Many people stop when they do not see quick results. They believe their small efforts are not enough. But this is a mistake. Big success is always the result of many small actions that nobody sees. The people who keep going, step by step, are the ones who reach their goals. Imagine you are climbing a mountain. You take one small step at a time. Some days are easy. The weather is good and you feel strong. Other days are hard. You feel tired and the road looks too long. But if you stop walking, you will never reach the top. Even when your steps are small, you are still moving forward. And one day, you will look back and see how far you have come. Many successful people say the same thing. I did not win because I was the best. I won because I did not quit. When you stay consistent, you build trust in yourself. You start to believe that you can finish what you start. Every day you continue, you make your confidence stronger. It is not only about reaching the goal, it is also about becoming the kind of person who keeps promises to themselves. You might think your progress is slow, but slow progress is still progress. It is better than doing nothing. Think about a small seed. It does not become a big tree in one day. It takes months and years of sunlight, rain, and time. You cannot see the roots growing under the ground, but they are growing. Your effort is the same. You may not see the results right now, but something is growing inside you. Discipline, strength, and patience. Sometimes you will fail. That is normal. Nobody succeeds all the time. What matters is how you respond after you fail. Do you give up? Or do you stand up and try again? Every time you choose to try again, you train your mind to be stronger. Failure is not the end. It is part of your growth. There will be distractions. Friends may tell you to take a break. Social media may show you people who seem faster or better than you, but do not compare yourself to others. Everyone has their own journey, their own time. Stay focused on your path. Your job is to keep walking, even if others seem ahead. Remember, life is not a race. It is a journey of becoming your best self. The more you practice consistency, the easier it becomes. You start to enjoy the process. You stop worrying about results and begin to love the routine. The routine gives you structure. It makes your life stable. When your actions are stable, your emotions become calmer too. You start feeling peaceful even when life gets hard. At the end of your journey, you will realize something powerful. The reward is not only the success you achieved, but also the person you became along the way. You became stronger, more patient, and more confident. And that kind of success never disappears. So, no matter what your goal is, learning English, getting fit, or starting a business, keep going. Even if you move slowly, keep moving. Even if nobody notices, keep doing it. Consistency turns small actions into big results. The secret is simple. Never stop showing up for yourself. Keep walking your path one step at a time. Your future self will thank you for not giving up today. The results will come. Maybe not tomorrow, but they will come for sure. Because when you are consistent, success has no choice but to find you.